Today is the first day that the wider committee helped get the pub open and running. So we've got various subcommittees, particularly concerned with the building itself, assessing its safety, assessing the work that needs to be done to remedy it, make it sort of into a welcoming pub that we hope we'll be able to open later on in the year.
Well, it's much bigger than I remembered it, and it has these are the Victorian tea rooms, which we wrote about from the heritage point of view. Have lots of possibilities for perhaps farmers market or restoring them to being tea rooms. The major attraction of the garden, of course, was the batten trap. I don't think your ball would take many traps at the moment because it's kind of quite overgrown and with weeds.
It's a great feeling after we've been trying for so long to get in, so that is a great satisfaction.
I guess it's a day I thought would never happen after the tribulations of the past few years, but it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's better in many ways than I expected it to be. Obviously quite a lot of work needs doing, but really not too bad, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, I sort of forgotten all the high points of this pub that are so important for the community. Really, the socialising space where people had christenings and parties and events, family events. I think I'll go and inspect the toilets. Has anybody been company?
Right. What's the gents like?
That's it to then. The Durex machine is there. Glad we're doing our bit for unwanted pregnancies in the village.
It's nice that we've been able to have somebody who has expertise in the fire prevention.
Appliance testing, things that are wired in, like fans
and he's been able to advise safety systems that we need to install. We need to be very careful that our volunteer force is working in a safe environment.
I think one of the things that I've been pleasantly surprised about is the size of the kitchen, because we've been hearing almost since we started this that the kitchen was too small basically to offer any decent food, but I think it's a decent size, much better than I was expecting.
There is obviously a lot of work to be done, windows to be replaced, floors to be cleared up, and the list goes on. It is a long list of jobs that we've found, both downstairs in the bar areas and up in the accommodation upstairs, which needs to be brought into the 21st century, to be perfectly honest with you. It will be habitable and it'll be nice, and in fact, some of us have been surprised about how big the accommodation is upstairs. It's pretty well lit actually. Anyway, down we go. There's a head hazard there, so please.
The Sky Celeste Thompson.
It's a nice little space actually. You're going to be able to work this quite well. All the bits that you need are here. You've got the automatic tilts for the barrels, which are always handy. Helps to keep the beer settled so you don't get bits in your beer. They're very good. It's a lot better way of doing it than the old-fashioned system with the wedges, which you would always jolt it. The beer engine looks quite new. Still got lots of liquid in it and bits, so that's always a good little sign. Obviously just need to have a quick service and paint and a clean up really in here. We also need to check that the gas monitoring system is working, and it should be all good to go.
Oh yes.
Yeah, no, they're not gassed.
Enjoy that.
There is a gas meter down there.
I had some nightmares about what I thought might be in here. We had heard that the dining room ceiling was down, and I thought, in fact, until I looked a day or two ago, that it was going to be that water was still coming in, and it isn't. It's been repaired, and it looks to me as though that dining room ceiling is watertight. It remains to be seen how much more work needs to be done. We're going to get a builder to assess that roof again and advise us as to what he would think might need to be done. There's issues elsewhere, admittedly. Upstairs, I think there is some beams which are looking a bit suspect, and so they may need to be examined, really by somebody, a professional.
Well, the next few months it's going to be compiling a list of tasks based on today and I guess additional visits, and then matching those up with what can be done by volunteers and what we will need to get tradespeople in to do. I guess the first thing before any of that happens is assessing it properly for health and safety and making sure that the obvious hazards are cleared. I know that the electrician's already been in and is working on the wiring to make sure that's safe. We need the plumbing and gas tested also, and then we can actually start working on it.